Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders saying, what's current? Looks like Jim Jones got some words for Cameron and 50 Cent. This seemed like an interesting story to me. I've been following Dipset and G Unit for the past over 20 years now. They're monumental figures in hip hop. I don't care what kind of feuds they may have and infighting and all the different jabs they might throw at each other. These are legends. These are legends in the game. These are people that we have to look up to. Say that they are, a lot of people say give them their flowers. I don't really like that whole terminology. I don't like what it implies. But if you were to give them recognition, you should give Jim Jones and Cameron and 50 Cent their flowers, if you want to put it that way. I don't really subscribe to that kind of ideology, but they deserve it. And Jim Jones is saying how like Cam was dissing both he and Cameron. 50 Cent was dissing Jim and Cam, and it was in 2007, so it's going back a few years, going back about 28, almost a little over 28 years now. They're going back and forth. So this is a much needed and necessary kind of thing that it was all part of Justin Laboy's Respectfully podcast. The Harlem rapper, it says from Hip Hop DX, was asked about the pair's recent interview where they discussed 50, who was beefing with Cam at the time. Curtis! Anybody remember that? Curtis! Larry, if you remember even further back, he had the video, and there was a guy on there saying, Larry! Bringing Jim out on stage at a New York City show in 2007, which is his fellow diplomat took as an act of betrayal. Now, I think that wasn't an act of betrayal. I think that was good business sense. He said, them niggas been on my D. That's what Jim Jones says. He said, them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life, you heard? Both of them. Pause, though. Get off my D. It's only space on there for baby girl. Come on, man. Tugging on my shirt like that. Like, he was like, how Jim, goes in and says his piece. Salute to everybody that's going to be gone within the next few seconds. Who is it? Let me see. I'm thinking about snorting something tonight. What you think? If you give me $10, I'll be happy to do that. I'll be happy to answer you. I'm always forgetting the goddamn Cash App. My own money. Cash App. I know y'all people are leaving now, but I'm getting my views regardless. Oh my God. Alright, that's it. You see my Cash App down there. For all y'all that want to chime in with a question, y'all can ask me and I'll answer it for $10. Hello from London. Hey from London. Hey. Can you say happy birthday to Mia? It's her birthday. Give me $10 and I'll be happy to say happy birthday. Give me $10 in my Cash App, and I'll be more than happy to send a happy birthday message. More than happy. Now it's down to 11. Was that 25, 26? Now it's down to 11. Where is everybody going? Where'd you go? Everybody's there. Now it's up to 19. This is the goofiest algorithm I've ever experienced. It's so weird. I do not know how it works, but anyway, I'm going to continue. Jones also took issue with Cameron, saying that he was hoping to resolve Dipset's problems before the concert, implying that he was to blame for the group disbanding. That nigga couldn't pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. He snapped, "That's not, get this ish twisted. Nobody could tell me nothing. I was my own boss. I did what I wanted to do." So that's his take on the whole issue. I seen the ish wasn't going right, so I started doing what Jim Jones needed to do for Jim Jones. Cause the nigger, he put nigga, but I say nigger, that was supposed to be the Don, wasn't taking care of the capo. It started feeling like the Gotti movie, you heard? Well, does the Don take care of the capo? Isn't it that the reverse? The capo takes care of the Don, right? I'm stupid. That's just my understanding. The capo holds down the Don. Like Tony Yayo is like the capo of G Unit. And 50 is the Don. So I'm still on, still trying to figure that out. But anyway, he goes on. The We Fly High hitmaker further defended his decision to join 50 Cent on stage by saying, "I heard what 50 said. Is it Koch or Coke? Coke or Koch?" They've been saying Koch, but it was a graveyard and all that type of ish. I didn't give a F about none of that. They called me like, "Yo, you want to come out and perform at the show?" I replied, "S, yeah. I got the hottest record. I'm popping out. I wasn't on nobody's friendship. I was a pirate." He called himself a pirate. Now it's down to 4 people. I love this. This is my core. I have a core amount of supporters, and now it goes up to 6 with 0 likes. Nobody likes my stuff, but was viewing it, and then they all went away. They all go away. He said, he then joked, "Them niggas in G Unit couldn't even dress." See, that's a Harlem nigga. Here we go with the Harlem niggas. You gotta match your shoes with your socks and your hat and your belt gotta all match. It's gotta be swerving. It's gotta be cool. You gotta have the uppies on. Well, not the uppies because they say that for women, but the uptowns. He had the uptowns on. You had to have the right colored ways. It's gotta have. If you have green and orange on with blue, you gotta make sure you have green, orange, and blue in your uptowns, and they gotta be real fresh and clean. Look like fresh sheet of paper, white. In certain places, like that's the kind of mentality that these Harlem niggas have. They coming from the Renaissance. Langston Hughes, County Cullen. A whole host of different writers and actors and painters and artists of that era, the Harlem Renaissance. So, I mean, they're the descendants of that. I mean, you can go back to the 70s and 80s. The 70s was heroin, really hit Harlem. And then, of course, the 80s, the mid 80s to the mid 90s, and even the early 2000s, crack was like the one drug. I don't know what fentanyl is like in Harlem right now. Maybe fentanyl is the #1 drug in Harlem at this point, but I'm not sure. Okay, nobody's saying much. Okay, cool. I can just rattle off. The podcast also saw Jim Jones delve into his past issues with Cameron, who he claimed was trying to stifle his success, and criticized his longtime collaborator, since squash beef with 50 Cent. When Cam called the station over the Coke or Koch, I'm still on the line with whether it's Coke or Koch. It felt that was childish, he said, referring to Killa and 50's infamous on-air argument on Hot 97 in early 2007. "I didn't come outside when it's time to really get active, so how dare you do some weak-ish like that? You started going crazy over Koch, over a white man that had been jerking us, pause, since we got signed there, and whatever," that was my own pause, by the way. "Whatever backdoor deals you had with them served you more than it served me. So when that ish went on, I was like, that was kind of weak, that was corny." Continues, during their aforementioned interview, Cameron admitted that 50 Cent inviting Jim Jones to his New York City show was smart and devious, calling it a checkmate moment in their feud. Ooh, a checkmate. Not a check, because in chess you can put somebody in check, but you don't have to put them in checkmate. He said it was a checkmate move. I don't know if he really meant to say checkmate or check. Because that's a. That's the final shot. So okay, so 50 for his part claimed that it was a shot in the dark, but one that was nevertheless designed to cause discord in Dipset. I just took the shot because I wasn't sure Jim Jones was going to go for it. I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam, he said in a comical voice, prompting the room to erupt in laughter. 50 is a troll. He might be the troll of hip hop. He might be the biggest troll in all of hip hop history. I'm trying to think of a bigger troll. Maybe Slick Rick. Slick Rick was a troll. He called, most African Americans, because he was not African American, he was born in Britain, I think it was, and he called them crumbs. He called them crumbs. He said, "There, you're beneath me. You're crumbs." And he had all the jewelry on, like Mr. T. He had all the chains around. He was one of the forebearers of that. In rap, I know in the streets, people have been doing that for a long time. Drug dealers and stuff like that. They had the chains around their neck and everything. And like I said, Mr. T had it like that. So he said, narrowing his eyes as if gauging somebody's reaction. Fid continues, you gotta watch to see how he responds. And then you see, oh, Ish, he really likes that. Tell him, we want you at the show, Jim. That was one of those things where I just threw it out and see what would happen. And he bit. Yeah, he bit. So, this is just the reaction to of these very successful black men. Very successful. Very well. I'm crazy with these burps. This is crazy. Excuse me. These very successful black men, these men of color who have managed to make it in America, can squabble and fight and have different opinions and draw knives against each other, not literally, but I'm saying it verbally, and just go at each other. It's this weird kind of space. It's a weird, very weird space, very strange. To have them, these multi-millionaires, still going back and forth, and engage in all this, hoopla, when they should be, studying on how to count more of their money and pay their taxes, make sure they have their taxes straight so they can make even more money. 3 black men, strong and mighty, willing to, get down in the dirt. Came from nothing, came from the dirt, came from nothingness, made something of themselves. That's extraordinary to me. All right, here we go. Rick James, hello from South Africa. Okay, I see you traveling. We are pleased to present back by Pop Demand. He's the man who sees in the dark, but he ain't blind. As he jumps into the looking glass, he's the man of the hour, Skylar Sawn. Salute to you, Rick James. Salute to you, sir. Mr. Rick James. Mr. Rick James on the check-in. So I just think it's a game. It's all a game. It's all a game. They had beef. There was tension. G-Unit and Dipset. Just like Dipset had beef with the Locks, and the Locks had beef with Rockefeller, and that whole thing, Jadakiss versus Beanie Siegel. Anybody remember that? Am I that old? Does anybody else remember that? Jadakiss and Beanie Siegel going at it? Does anybody else remember that at all? Does anybody remember the 50 Cent and 50 Cent and Cameron battle? I remember that clearly. I remember first watching the videos. They had because Cam was going at Jay at the same time. He was saying Jay was really J.J. Walker from Good Times. So Cam was just like courting all sorts of feuds at the same time, around the same time. Wizard, salute. How late am I? You're not that late. You're only about 15 minutes off. What's up with you, Wizard? Tell me what life's like. I just saw a story on here that I thought was interesting. You guys may not think it's interesting. I thought it was interesting. These are like these are our, stars in my eyes. Pause. But they're respectfully they're some of the biggest names in hip hop and some of the most storied battles to ever occur on the rap scene. I just got done watching that Jim Jones interview earlier. Okay, I didn't even watch the interview. I'm just reading the story from Hip Hop DX. To be honest with you, they just gave me the biggest portions of the said interview. But yeah, that's the difference. It's like, because Queens niggas aren't known, they're known for getting money, but they're not known for, styling and profiling on niggas, saying, look at my jeans. My jeans cost a grip. I paid a stack for these jeans. What you gonna do about it? This is just my jeans. My sneakers cost $850. My shirt is $400. My belt is $600. I got more money on you than you pay for your rent this month. What are you gonna do about it? Like, that's a Harlem nigga. That's what Harlem niggas is like. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate it. I didn't have that many likes before. 5 years. Yeah. Rick James know how I get down. We eating off of Jim Jones. It's true. Pause. I gotta watch the guy from Making the Band interview next. Yeah, I heard about that. Chopper's talking about Diddy. I can't wait to look at that interview. I'm gonna be able to look at that pretty soon. Cam got his style from Jim. Oh, go back to Jesus. Oh, Texas is back. You're welcome back, Texas. Welcome back. We were talking about the Joyful Atheist. That may be a series of mine, the Joyful Atheist. I might do that every Sunday. I just thought of that. I do a broadcast on Sundays, but it's usually just about what's going on in the news. But I might just be talking about the Joyful Atheist every Sunday now. That could be my new thing. We're not having a party yet. Rick James. It's gotta be double digits at least. We're at 8. Not yet at a party. There was only one good rapper in Dipset. Cam Corny, he can't dress. Who was the one person? Texas? And I got Jim smacking Cam. Oh, and Mace out. Wow, I didn't realize that. I don't think I've ever heard of that scenario. And it was Joel Santana. Oh, man, you messed me up, man. You messed me up. I thought in 2006 that Jim Jones was on fire. Because he had 06, 07. When we fly high, no lie, you know this. Ballin'. Like, I thought he was doing it. I thought he was going to take over the game. But then I was thinking about Joel Santana. I was like, dang, I thought he was going to take over the game. Because he had the single with Chris Brown. Woo, woo. And he said, I know what girls like. I know what they want. They want to stay up and party all night. So bring a friend. Like, I thought he was going to take over the game. I thought he was going to take over the game in 03, 04 when he had Santana's Town. You the live Wisconsin. Kamikaze, Nazi, cop me, pop me. I'm a baller. You not another baller. Catch your daughter. Never home, call her. I'm in the low BM. Yeah, with low BM. Like, I thought he was going to take over the game. I had it in my sights. I was like, Joel Santana, this guy's the real deal. Jim and the gym, they not. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Jim be bench pressing and lifting and crunching and pushing up. He be pushing up chicks. He be pushing up fine women. He be pushing up on his back. He be doing push-ups with women on his back. Jim can rap. Yeah, Jim can rap, definitely. Jim has a great album. I can't remember what it's called, but Poem was a good album. Poem was a good album. Product of My Environment. That was a good album. Jim Jones over Kendrick any day. Facts. Rick James, you were definitely in South Africa on shrooms or whatever kind of drug they got over there. I don't think you're coherent right now, my friend. Gully TV broke Dipset down perfectly. Harlem Ninjas compete with each other. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Who else is from Harlem? You got Mace. ASAP Rocky's from Harlem, isn't he? He's got charges against him. Mic check 1 2. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. Oh yes, all good songs from Santana. Yes, facts, facts. This is facts. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. And Beamer, Benz, and Bentley on my cruising, like, yeah, yeah. I have to agree. I might have to agree with that. But I think Cameron's the greatest. It goes top. Who's in Dipset? Freaky Zeke. Oh my God, what's his name? Chip Tooth Rings and Glasses. This is Dipset Rockefeller. Who is that? Who said that? Goddamn, J.R. Ryder. J.R. Ryder. He didn't. That's not the guy I'm thinking about. But J.R. Ryder. Ankasa. Ankasa is in the building. If you listen to that freestyle, go to YouTube after the show, of course. But after the show, go on YouTube and put in, or go into a different window. Go to put your earbuds in on your computer set, your desktop or your MacBook or laptop, and listen to Hot 97 Dipset freestyle. It will change your whole life. Thinking they all cute. And just a sore loose, looking for a sore loose. Jesus, Lazarus, John the Baptist, I'm the Don the Clap Clips, I'm beyond this rap-ish. Like, he was flowing for no reason. Like, he just killed it. Of course, Diddy. Diddy's from Harlem, yeah. ASAP from Houston? Are you sure? Wait a minute. He's not from Houston. What are you talking about? He was born in New York City. What are you talking about? In the Harlem neighborhood of Manhattan, a borough of New York City. What are you talking about? I'm talking about ASAP Rocky, Wizard. What are you talking about? Diddy from Harlem? Yes, Diddy is definitely from Harlem, but he's from not New Rochelle. Oh God, what is it called? It's messing me up. Mount Vernon. That's right, Mount Vernon. He was raised in Mount Vernon, and also he went over to be a part of the Harlem, but he's really from Mount Vernon. And did you know he was an altar boy? We'll have to talk about Diddy later. He's an altar boy, just in case you didn't know. Trying to be as Diddy-less as possible this broadcast. Trying to be as least amount of Diddy possible. Oh, I was to say, See, I'm stupid. Wizard. You know, you have to break it down to me. Santana had the opportunity to be the next to Lil Wayne. Yes, facts. He blew it. They gave Lil Wayne his style when it came to fashion and the rock star lifestyle. Facts again. More facts. I'm not mad at that, Wizard. That's a good point. Travis Scott is from Houston. He got him confused with ASAP. Yeah, they had different styles though. No, it was a joke. He took Houston style. Yeah, the everything is purple. I still can't remember and really a lot of his songs. I can't name one song of his other than Ghost Purple. What was it? Space Ghost Perp or something? Was that even the right song? Uh, he isn't in it for the longevity and the creativity of making songs. He has the lifestyle. He has the woman. He has the multi-billion-dollar woman in his life. So he doesn't have much, that he's worried about. He's got 2 kids by her. Peso, that's it. Peso. Is that the what was this space? That wasn't the name of the song. That was the name of the group, I think. ASAP Mob, My Enemy, Goldie. I can't name too many of his songs. I don't know. He has 4 studio albums. Don't Be Dumb is set to be released early 2025. Don't Be Dumb. He's got Slick Rick on it. I just mentioned him. He's got Slick Rick on there. Yeah, Slick Rick was a troll. He was definitely a troll. He was one of the biggest trolls ever. Definitely a troll. Let me see. Okay. ASAP doesn't sound like New York. No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. ASAP used to break in the fashion world. Yeah, ASAP used rap to break into the fashion world. You're exactly right. He's more of a model than a rapper, in my estimation. Santana still the best rapper in Dipset. I disagree. Cameron's the best rapper in Dipset. Joel Santana is second, then Jim Jones is a distant third. I love ASAP work because it's art. Yes. He does have that Travis Scott, yay, kind of like artistry to it. Not just like I'm rapping to get some money, kind of thing. I love ASAP work from his visuals to his flow. Sky, you late? Please go to his YouTube channel and get caught up. Yeah, I definitely gotta get caught up because I mean I remember listening to the radio. I'm like, no ASAP here. Where's ASAP? He's not that kind of artist. I guess he's not. He's kind of like his friend Tyler the Creator, but he's still not at his level. See, Tyler the Creator bossed up on a level that was like he just shot out of the cannon because he was building all the way up since 2011, but he didn't get his recognition really until 2019, 2000. I think it was maybe even was 2021, 2022 when he had back-to-back best albums, Igor and Call Me If You're Getting Lost. So ASAP doesn't have that kind of capacity yet. I'm not saying he doesn't have it. I'm just saying he doesn't have it yet. Go study ASAP Rocky channel. No, you send me the link. You have a wrench, sir. Don't tell me to go study ASAP on my own channel, sir. That is disrespect. You send me the link and I'll click on it and see what's happening. I salute you though. No Diddy, yeah. No, he's better than Travis. I have to see. I like Travis. Travis, it's a sad thing too. This is the blues. This is what the blues is about. Let me put on my glasses while I talk about the blues. Every time Travis Scott does something, he will be reminded of the Astroworld catastrophe, the disaster. It doesn't matter what he does. He can win the Nobel Prize for Peace. He can win it for Nobel Prize for Literature. He can win the Nobel Prize for Physics. It still will not make a difference. It will still not make a difference. He will always be haunted by that. And I think he has less feed. He has less potential earnings. He has less opportunities because of that particular festival that just went way out of hand and became a deadly scene. No, I disagree. Santana killed it on Oh Boy. Yes, he did. Facts. And Hey Ma, yeah, that's true. Oh my God, that's why I agree. I almost agree with you. And that was with Cam on it. Yeah, I think Cam fell back. Cam falls back at certain times. Like if you remember the Dipset versus the Locks versus Cam didn't go in. He didn't go in. He could have wrapped circles around Jadakiss if he wanted to. Jadakiss is nice. I actually replaced Jadakiss. I actually replaced 50. Excuse me. I actually replaced Cameron with Jadakiss as my top 5 rappers of all time. He's number 3. If you want to know my other entries, you have to give me $10. It's a business, folks. It's a business. Yeah, so Cameron will fall back. He will say, you know what? Let them, go ahead. This isn't that serious. It's not that big a deal. He said the same thing with Joel Santana. He said, you know what? This is my song. This is gonna be on my album, but I'm letting him shine. I'm letting the man shine. I'm a veteran technically. He's more like a rookie. He was only around 18, 19 years old when that song came out. He was a kid. He was a nothing. Okay, you are saying some a lot of stuff right now. No, he's better. His last big song was "Praise the Lord" ASAP, a beast. I think I do remember "Praise the Lord." I think ASAP Ferg is probably better than ASAP Rocky. I think Ferg is better than Rocky. That's just me. I think Ferg is better than Rocky. I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you like alternative music, he was a song called Sundress Phoenix. He got a song named Potato Salad as well with Tyler, the Creator. I think I heard Potato Salad. I don't really remember it. Cam a hater. I never liked his personality. That's what Wizard had to say. Texas says Purple Haze is my favorite Cam album. My favorite Cameron album is Come Home With Me. That's when I was introduced to his artistry, like on a grand scale. Because the Rockefeller pumped money into it. He sold like I think 2 million albums. And that's when he was a golden boy at the time. He went on 60 Minutes. Did anybody remember Cameron on 60 Minutes? He was talking about how, he wouldn't snitch if he knew a homicidal maniac or some kind of murderous, person was next door. He said, I wouldn't snitch on him. Nah, that's not none of my business. He said something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, and don't take my words exactly as they are supposed to be, taken down, but he said something along those terms. And then the huge interview with Bill O'Reilly and Dame Dash. Dame Dash was composed and demure. Cameron was playing around. He was like, aha, you mad. He was mad. Bill O'Reilly was getting rankled because he can get angry. That Irish in him can get real fired up. So, oh man, y'all are going a little faster now. All right, hold on. Purple Haze, my favorite Cam. Okay, yo, what's up? Peace up, King. Salute to you. You know how they say Tupac was portraying Bishop? Well, it really was Cameron. He's the definition of portraying another person as he acted as. Yeah, I can see that. I'm smoking Haze on everything. Purple Haze, my favorite Cam album, who has good sense. Public Enemy is my favorite Cam project, and Crime Pays. I thought, to be honest, that the movie, what was the movie called? Y'all gotta help me out. What was the Cameron movie? Killer Season. Killer Season was the truth, and I thought that was like he's an inspiration for me because he financed that movie. It probably cost like $80,000 or something like that, or maybe $100,000. And he got, actors together. He got, scenes together. He had to edit it. He acted it. That's when he said, "I get computers." He has a scene where he puts his hands on the fingers on the computer. If you ever see a meme that says, "I get computers Putin," yeah, and that's another freestyle you got to listen to. Listen to Cameron freestyle on Hot 97. But it's a different one. You got to make sure it's the right one. He has a white coat, a white fur coat with all his chains on, go to that link. Go to that link. Check it out. It's excellent. It's one of the best freestyles I've ever heard. The best freestyle I ever heard is Jay-Z. The 76 floors that call me the doc. I might buy Koch. I might not stop. That freestyle. That freestyle. With Hot 97. Shot 97. Public. Okay. Paid in Full. Yeah, Paid in Full, definitely. He created a Tubi movie before Tubi. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna have to look at that. What's the Tubi movie called? Cause everybody's eating out here. We're all in the digital frame. I'm eating off of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I put in the work. You know, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're in the digital field. We're getting this money. It's a beautiful occasion. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. You know, to have you guys are my base. People are there chiming in right now because there's a slew of people that come in at the beginning. There's like 25, 30, 50, sometimes 60 people that come in, and then they all go away. I don't know how I got 9,000 views one day. And that's not even a lot of views. That's like, that's pretty good. But, I mean, when you have up there of like 20,000 to 50,000 views, 100,000 views, 1,000,000 views, 1,000,000,000 views, that's when it's serious. That's when you're looked at differently. He created, Killer Season was a Tubi movie. Was it not, though? It wasn't. Are you saying that? Because Killer Season came out way before Tubi was even, I thought of. Killer Season came out in 2006, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But I think it came out in 2006. Something tells me. Just keep focusing on the urban topics and your channel will grow. Yeah, that's facts. That is true. It's part of my my banner, actually. And speaking of banners, let me get my sponsors their shine. My main man Pang, Livestrong Apparel. He has a ride share service for dogs. He's got a dog sitting and dog treats. So he's definitely focused on the pets. But he's also focused on humans too. He's got purple moss, sea moss, a pound of raw sea moss, and sea moss gel. If you make a purchase, listen to me clearly, you can get 20% off your purchases by putting in SKYLER20, Skyler20. You get 20% off your purchases. So make sure you do that. Make sure you go to him and then put in the contact. The goofy guy, Sky Saunders, sent me. So make sure you do that. Also, my main man, Beha Jackson. He is the original Doughboy from the monumental film Boys in the Hood. He played the younger version of Ice Cube's character Doughboy. He has his own channel. He's very humorous. He's very curious. He has a lot of ideas. He's got sardines on the grill, fried chicken, near beer or non-alcoholic beer, and he's talking about female strippers. So if you like any or all of those things, make sure you check out Beha Jackson or BJackson5478 on YouTube. He has 134 subscribers right now. Now 135. So make sure you're that next. Make sure you're the 136 subscriber. And also Dot Focus. He has a few subscribers too. Let me make sure I get his. I think I missed his. Yeah. Well, he has under 100 subscribers. He's great with Call of Duty. He's a master with a sniper rifle. If you know anything about the pink mist, he's excellent at achieving that. And you might want to, just sit back and watch his gameplay, because he's definitely got enough stamina and enough power to go through all those levels. So check out Dot focus. DOTFOCUS underscore. Just one underscore. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got my sponsors their shine. Just okay. That's the same thing. All right. So Jim Jones. We talk Dipset. I remember the first time I probably heard a Cameron song. I think it was Horse and Carriage with Mace. Rosita, y señorita, we gonna rise to the top. And we gonna rise to the top. I can't sing, but that's fine too. And Jimmy, dang, I didn't even realize Jimmy until, maybe Come Home With Me, 2002. Come home, we said, are the locks on the door? Mommy, what's going on? Or something like that. That's one of the best, songs I think I've heard from hip hop. Come Home With Me. And then he had the super smash of all time. I just heard another version of it. Oh boy, that song's been chopped up so many times. At one point, it was the most played Def Jam song in history. In all of Def Jam's history. That's LL, that's Jay-Z, that's Public Enemy, that's Run DMC. They didn't even achieve that. But then all the girls see look at his kicks, look at his car. All I say is, look, mommy, I'm no good. I'm so hood. Clap at your soldier, and leave after it's over. Like, that's just hip hop history. That's just like legendary stuff right there. It's just like they want the boy in Montana with guns and bandanas. Listen to my homeboy Santana. Like, it's crazy. I'm late again. You're not gonna be late, son of the sun. Doesn't matter what time you come in, as long as you come in. Don't worry about it. Mace was, you put the C in there, okay. Mace was trying to charge him $10K for that video. Run DMC was not signed to, that's a fact. Do you research? That's a fact. Thanks for the correction. Run DMC wasn't signed to Def Jam. They were signed to what, Priority? Is that right? Was it Priority? Or top, it's one of those labels, Priority or something like that. But okay, so I'll say LL Cool J and Jay-Z. Those are the biggest artists on Def Jam before Ye. Ye became the biggest artist for like 5 years. He had a good run. Then he fell off. Maybe 8 years. Maybe 8 years. Maybe 8 years. 7 years. 7 years. He was pretty strong. And you put Death Jam. But I know it's probably spell check. I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you. Ye was the only artist compete with Drake. They had to mess with his head. Huh. Ever, Mr. West is in the building. Ain't no question who we're about to kill him. Oh, man. At least, the other thing about hip-hop was when you guys said that Nas has the same flow on every song. That is true. That I just noticed that. I'm going through the catalog in my head, and it's not like it's a bad thing. It just is a truth. It's just a reality. Because his words are so powerful. He's a poet. So and they're all poets, but he's a poet par excellence. He's like a superior poet. He's definitely a superior poet. Let me check this poll. What are they saying? 33% said yes. 67% said no. I love it. Oh, you would do that, wouldn't you? Nas or Jay. For what? Give me not you can't just say Nas or Jay. You gotta say flow, you gotta say lyrics, you gotta say stamina. You gotta say presence. You gotta say, there's a whole litany of different ways you have to say Nas or Jay. You can't just say Nas or Jay. You gotta give me something. Give me the best performance on stage, something. First album, who was the best one? Nas. I think Illmatic is the godfather of all hip hop albums, and of almost of albums completely. It could argue for the top 20, maybe the top, maybe 30 for albums of all time. Best rock and roll, blues, jazz, soul, R&B, gospel, everything. I'm saying Nas could be up there in in like 30 or 20 range. He won't be number one. He won't have the number one album, but he can have the number one hip hop album. It's the godfather of all hip hop albums. And I guess maybe rock what's it called, Reasonable Doubt is really Raging Bull. It's like a Scorsese film. One of the greats. One of the greatest films ever put to celluloid. There's no album that captured the essence of hip hop like Nas' first album. Facts. Those are facts. I just listened to the whole album. I'm just like, damn. This came out in what, 94? Came out almost 31 years ago? Jesus. How is this even possible? He was 19 years old. He was 19. Coming out with all these different stories and these landscapes and portraits and everything. It's like, how does he even have that in his mind when he had 17 or 18 years really to make the album? The album came out when he was 19. It's wild. That's what I was saying. He was a teenager. It's extremely impressive. But the thing with like Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, it may have been, more cohesive than Illmatic in some respects. It may have, the flow of the album, seemed to be more. And just that's what he does. A lot of his albums are like that. He has like the party vibe and everything's good and everything, and then he has like the downfall and the the Dead Presidents, and no shade on Nas for the Dead Presidents, but he had the serious thing, like ready to start snitching at you, ready to start bitching at you. I ain't mad, hustling just ain't you, like that. Just bars like that is just is extraordinary. That has to be hailed. That has to be shown. That has to be made clear. Let's see what else. What do we got? Eminem killed you on your own ish. You a D riding F. You love the attention. I wouldn't say Cam killed him. I'll say Cam had to. Actually, Cam, excuse me. Eminem didn't kill him, but he kind of like, it was kind of like Jay-Z was shooting baskets, and he was making a few. He was from the foul line, but then like Eminem came in the court like pumped up and started hitting threes out of nowhere. Just started hitting three after three after three after three, and Jay was just looked at him like he didn't miss any of his free throws. But Eminem was hitting 3-pointers like Steph Curry on the track. Like he couldn't miss. He said, what did he say? He was like, I'm a modern day Shakespeare. And then like, what? Who says they're a modern day Shakespeare? Maybe it's art, what I say. Maybe it's not. Like, I can't remember all of it, but delightful. He just his flow. Definitely Eminem. Eminem has one of the best flows and different flows, and it sells and it helps and it feels and he could say and make to use black music so selfishly. Hey, there's a concept that works. Like M is one of the greats. I say Eminem is the Larry Bird of hip hop. He's definitely the Larry Bird of hip hop. That song boring. What song is boring? Jay had a lazy flow on that one. I disagree with you. I think the song was tight. Jay-Z's flow, I don't know. He might have been in a different space, but he wasn't awful. He was on point. He was on point. He wasn't like above and beyond. I think Eminem may have been above and beyond, but Jay-Z definitely wasn't washed on that track. He definitely didn't get killed on Renegade. So I have to disagree with you respectfully. Respectfully. I think Jay-Z doesn't have a lazy flow. He just has a very cool flow. He's just supposed to be cool. He's always Mr. Cool. He's Snoop Dogg. He's Snoopy. He's Mr. Cool. You know, he puts the glasses on, and he's Mr. Cool. DMX better than Jay. Oh, now we're going crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Seriously, Texas? Seriously? Are you being funny or are you being serious? DMX better than Jay in what ways? Respect to the deceased, rock and power to DMX. But Jay-Z wrapped circles around DMX. Wrapped circles around DMX. And had better... the only thing DMX probably was better than Jay was in stage presence. The way he could rock a crowd, the way he could move the people... Jay never could do that. Jay is very, together. I'm cool. I don't have to be animated like saying Busta Rhymes, like stuff like that. Did you send Diddy money? Why did you say that? I send nobody money. I'm like Nipsey Hussle, all money in. I don't put money out to anybody unless they're worthy of it. All money in. DMX beat Jay in a freestyle. Where is that video? Show me the video of that. Show me that video. So you have a wrench. You can put it in the chat. DMX sold more, but his albums only sold because them hit singles. DMX didn't sell. How did DMX sell more? DMX didn't sell more. He was number one from 98 and 99. That's true, but he didn't. Oh, I thought that was Son to Son that said that. I might have to give you a wrench. You know what? Forget it. Texas, you're getting a wrench. I think. Can I? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Now you have a wrench. Now you can send the link. Send the link of that freestyle. And we'll be in business. DMX has 2 #1 albums in 98. Oh, I thought it was 98 and 99. Okay, it was 98. Okay. Thanks for that correction. Appreciate it. My dumb ass. Yeah, DMX had #1 albums in 98. Like, that's crazy. How do you have back-to-back #1 albums in the same year? Jay didn't do that. So DMX is kind of like, in my mind, like a Dominique Wilkins. He's the Dominique Wilkins of rap. He's a human highlight film. Like, you're always looking at him, you're always paying attention to him and seeing what he's gonna do. And he does something phenomenal. May not have got the rings. He didn't get, I don't think he got any Grammys. I don't think he won any Grammys at all. I doubt that highly. Let me make sure. DMX. X. Nope, he never won 1 Grammy. Always nominated, but never won. Let's see here. There's no video, but there's witness. So, what did they say on the internet? Video or it didn't happen. Video or it didn't happen, sir. Here comes the Men in Black. Yes, of course. Witnesses. I don't want to be blinking. I'm blinking too much. You probably see through these and see me blinking. But it kind of mitigates the glare from the light. Witnesses here. And choose to smoke that white. I don't understand. X shaking my head. I know he had pain, but Ninja couldn't do weed. Yeah, that's the sadness. That's the sad part. He had like what, 13 kids or something like that. I don't think, and that's not even an exaggeration. I think he had like literally 13 kids. So he was busy. Let's just say that much. But and Billboard, terrible. Top R&B album artist of the year won. R&B album artist. What the hell does that mean? So it's hip hop and R&B too? What the hell? Let's see. We would have made X more of a poetic artist. Yes, DMX self-destructed. I don't think we. I'm for weed. Smoke weed, do whatever. Just don't go behind the wheel of a car. Don't be doing nothing stupid. But I think if DMX did more weed, I think that would have fried his brain even more than it was. What was his cause of death? He had liver, kidney, and lung failure. And died at the age of 50. That's a shame. He had so much talent. He had so much going for him. It's sad. Absolutely, Texture. You deserved it. Yeah, DMX self-destruct. I tried to watch a documentary of DMX and cut it off. He looked so destroyed as a human. Yeah, that's the sad part. This is the blues, kids. It's all blues. Hip-hop is the blues. Every musical expression ever created in the United States of America has been the blues. You can't argue with me on that. Country, Western, jazz, bebop, rock and roll, soul, gospel, R&B, all of them. Rap, hip hop, all rooted in blues. Everything. It's all the blues. Just remember that. Message deleted by Son of the Sun. What's going on here? Tyler Crin. Well, you don't know me very well because I don't go by bro. He's not your brother, exactly. He's not. I am not your brother. I have a half brother, a step brother, and a brother-in-law. Those people can call me brother. But you, sir, cannot call me brother. I don't subscribe to collectivism like that. So, hey, it's coming up on the hour mark. I'd like to thank everybody that came in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the views. I will have more stories from the urban annals, pause of our time. I will see you sometime tomorrow, maybe at this hour or sometime earlier. Take care.